it's such a great. It just makes you want to play even more games and play games more often. It's kind of a bad influence. I'm giving into peer pressure here. Oh, what's going on, YouTube? This is What Would Josh Do, and I need to hurry this up because this battery is draining fast. We're at 3%. All right, this video is going to be on the Steam Deck and this Anker 548. It is fully charged. It's at 100%. By the way, if you hold down this button, SOS, or double tap it, you can change your settings here. So you can change it over to 30 minutes, which is what I do. And then boom. So I'm going to plug in the Steam Deck. I'm going to reset the adapter here. All right, so now we are 100% reset. It is putting 43 watts into the Steam Deck right now from this guy, which also reflects on the screen where it says output is 44 watts. And check this out. At 44 watts, it says it can maintain that. Let's go ahead and just... Nope, never mind. I want to take it off, but I don't. It's a screen protector, essentially. At 44 watts, we got 4 hours and 5 minutes remaining at this current power draw. So keep in mind, that's not 100% accurate because the battery in here was at 3%. And when this battery is full, it won't do as much. Right now it's just trying to charge the battery to its full, and then it can use this to power this. What we're interested now is the fact that it's doing 15 volts, 2.9 amps equals 43 watts. We've got 66 milliamp hours and 1 watt hour so far. Battery was at 3%. What I want to know is, with this saying 4 hours and 4 minutes left at this current rate, what will this battery be now that it's at 99% and it was at 100 when this gets to 100%? That's what I want to know. How many times, essentially, can this Anker 548 charge the Steam Deck? That is the question, because this could essentially be the greatest battery to pair with your Steam Deck, especially if you're going to be, at a family member's house or somewhere, and you don't necessarily have access to a power outlet, or on a trip, or on, I don't know, outside. I don't know. I don't care. Or whatever. Essentially, how many times in a power outage or a situation where you don't have access to a wall outlet will this thing power the Steam Deck? Those fans are at full bore, man. I don't know if necessarily it's full bore, but it's definitely moving some air around, because this game is a little bit of a demanding title for this Steam Deck. So, anyways, I'm not going to make you watch 4 hours of content or however long it takes to charge up the Steam Deck battery, because that's also a question for me. It is currently 12:51 on Tuesday, December 19, 2023, and with it being 12:50, roughly 12:50 when this was plugged in, what time will it be when it's fully charged? I don't know, man. I'm gonna play with this Steam Deck and see when this battery gets fully charged. By the way, I freaking love this thing. I've been playing SteamWorld Dig on it, and GTA, and oh my gosh, other games, right? Like I downloaded Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. It was on sale a couple weeks ago. Lots of games to play on this thing. Makes me like my Steam account even more now. And I've got some docks. I've used it docked, and that's pretty cool too. I do want to pair it with the best controller possible. I don't, want to use an Xbox controller necessarily, because I like using the official adapter, and that doesn't work with Steam Deck. So I want to find the best Bluetooth controller possible for the Steam Deck. We're at 5% now, so this shouldn't take too long to charge, considering it's going at 43 watts right now, which is pretty good. I'll cut, and we'll be back when this is more fully charged. All right, it's been a little bit. It's currently 3:36 p.m., same day. So it's been a little while. The battery on here is now at 36% with 2 hours and 55 minutes remaining. And it says it's outputting 22 watts. the battery here says it's at 96%, and here it says it's put 115 watt hours into the battery in the Switch deck from this battery. The goal now is to keep racing and playing, because this game has been running nonstop since the battery was at 3% and it was plugged in. Same game, which makes the fans crank up to a pretty high speed and pushes the Steam Deck. Now, I'm not an expert at this game by any means, but it is fun. I am shocked that, I expected to get, a couple different charges out of the battery, but it looks like that's not going to happen with it being at, let's see, 35%. Yeah, with it being at 35% and the battery in here being at 96%, I don't know, because it went from 100 to 36, and this went from 3 to 96. So that is very interesting to me. That's quite a bit of watt hours, actually, that went back into this battery. So anyways, gonna keep going until this battery gets to 100%, and then we'll see what the battery is left on the Anker 548. At this point, you can at least charge your Steam Deck one full time, and I'm gonna estimate you can go from 100% on the Anker 548 to about 30% on one charge. Meaning you will still have charge left in your Anker 548, and that 30% to 0% might fully charge the Steam Deck if you're not actively using it, at a pretty high rate, like, playing a game that's quite demanding. That has something to account for, I bet. If this had been powered down and I charged from 30% to 0%, I might get a full battery into the Steam Deck. I'm not quite sure. That would be an interesting thing to try for sure. Anyways, I'm just going to keep playing until this thing gets to 100%, and I'll be back for a third time. All right, so I've been playing from 99% to 100%. So we have seen this battery in the Steam Deck go from 3% to 100%. And we have seen this battery go from 100% to 28%. And it now says that it's pushing 12 watts into the Steam Deck. And it has 3 hours and 31 minutes left at this rate. And on here, we can see that we've done 128 watt hours to bring this battery from 3% to 100%. So that's pretty awesome. What I'm going to do now is unplug this, and I'm going to get the Steam Deck battery low again, and then see if that last 28%, how full it can get the Steam Deck battery with the Steam Deck being powered off. Because we now know that this, with 100% battery, can fully charge the Steam Deck while you're actively playing it. So that's like 4 hours of continuous usage with the Steam Deck from 3% to 100%, and this from 100% to 28%. That's pretty cool. Now, we're going to get this battery low, we're going to leave this battery alone, and we're going to see what 28% can do to this thing when it's powered down. Can it fully charge it? Can it almost fully charge it? Let's find out. I think, as of right now, with what we just saw, this could be the ultimate Steam Deck battery for you. Let's give it one more test before we end this video. Alright, so this concludes the end of the video. I do not know how charged this thing is yet. I know that I was playing Cyberpunk for the very first time for a couple hours, and I was drawing about 20 to 22 watts, and the Steam Deck died within like 3 hours or so, I don't know. But it was definitely drawing a lot of power, and the game is a ton of fun. I'm definitely going to play it more after this video. But what I want to know is how much of a charge this thing got, because it fully died. Like, I went shopping and I let it continue going because it had an hour left, it said, and it is completely dead. Like, this thing got to 0% and it shut off. This was at like 26, 28%, I don't quite remember, and now it's completely dead. Like, it doesn't respond to anything at all. It is 100% dead. And now what I want to find out is how much it charged the battery. So you can see altogether we did 163 watt hours. I did not reset this. I let it keep going after the after this went from 100 to 20 something percent, and now went from 3% to 100%. And then it went from completely dead to whatever it is now. We're going to learn that here in a moment. But so we have 163. So that's another, like, what, 40? I don't even remember. I think it was 120. So we gained another 40 watt hours before this thing called it quits. That's 10,957 milliamp hours. So I'll let you see those numbers one last time before I turn the Steam Deck on. And we learn how much of a percentage we gained. I know I repeat myself a lot, but this thing died. Like, I was gone, I had it going, and came back, it was shut off. So this thing completely died. Not an ideal situation. You really don't want to take lithium batteries to their absolute lowest, to 0%. But I wanted to just see what would 20-something percent, I think 26% on this, translate to on this thing. Because we know it'll get it one full charge. That's confirmed. Oh my, what? No freaking shot. No way. Do you see that? 73%? Look at that. So we got this battery from 3% to 100%, completely drained it to below 0%, and then got it to 73% with 20-something left on this guy. That's impressive. That's awesome. I think this right here is the ultimate Steam Deck battery. Obviously, it's bulky, heavy, and not easy to carry around, but considering it charges the Steam Deck at 45 watts, and it can go for, 4+ hours with a completely dead Steam Deck battery while you're playing on it and recharging it, it'll do that for over 4 hours. Then if your Steam Deck is off, it'll get your battery from 0% to 73% with 20-something percent remaining left. So shout out to this friggin' battery. Let's go ahead and plug it up and just show you the percentage. So look at that. We're at 0. This thing was dead as a doorknob. There we go. This thing was so freaking dead. 0%. But we're going to bring it back to life and charge it back up so we can run the Steam Deck for several more hours. Well, that's exciting. Thank you very much for watching. I love the Steam Deck. I love the Anker 548. If you love this video, please let me know by clicking the like button below. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I've got videos to do on my iPhone 15 Pro Max. I've got videos to do on my Pixel 8 Pro. I don't really feel comfortable doing reviews, but I will tell you how much I enjoy using those devices. And I will put something out there soon. And also, talk more about the Steam Deck in a later video besides just, how fast it charges and how much this thing can charge it. And it's such a great... It just makes you want to play even more games and play games more often. It's kind of a bad influence. I'm giving into peer pressure here. Thank you very much for watching. This is What Would Josh Do, and I'm out.